Hi, this is Global Voice Network and Out of the Abyss with Paul and Dean, a free-flowing program with the occasional guest and no agenda. We could literally be talking about anything. Thank you for joining us. Hello, welcome to the program. Hi, this is Paul. This is Out of the Abyss with Paul and Dean. And we were going to do this yesterday, but Dean had a hell of a day yesterday and the day before, and we decided to push it off. So let me make sure Dean is unmuted. There we go. Dean, are you there?
I am here. Hi, Paul.
Hi. Okay. Well, and I can hear you. And we tried to get this started about 16 minutes ago, but we were having audio difficulties. I hope those don't come back. We'll just have to see. So, how you doing, Dean?
I'm glad it's today and yesterday's over with.
Oh yeah,
Boy, I'm telling you.
Well,
you know what? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say that to the listening audience, yesterday was supposed to be a really lucky day for me. And I was pointing out that it was kind of a horse poopy day. And Paul, being my good friend, said, no, actually, it was a really good day for you because you overcame this and you overcame that and this happened and, you met the challenge. And I didn't look at it from that perspective, but he was absolutely correct. But, that's what good friends do for you. So I appreciate it. Thanks, Paul.
Oh, well, anytime. You're welcome. Whenever something goes wrong and it could be exceedingly worse than it is, I call that a good day.
If there's still coffee in Paul's pot, it's a good day.
Yes. If there's still coffee, it's a good day. And so, I'm going to, bear with me just for a second. I got to pop, I have my headphones on so I can actually hear you, and your audio sounds good so far. Hope mine sounds okay.
Yeah, no, you sound the way you should.
Okay. All right. So everything works for now. Okay. What we're going to do is we are going to get down and dirty, and we're going to talk about some stuff. So
yes.
we're starting out on the censored and uncensored platforms, and after we talk about Ted Cruz for a couple of minutes, then we'll be dropping the censored platforms off. So you might as well just kind of switch over while we're talking about it.
Odyssey is the place to be, right?
Yeah, Odyssey or Rumble. Just go
Rumble.
to the. Rumble's been acting weird lately. I did a 2-hour show.
It's been getting a lot of attention.
Well, I did a 2-hour show, and like 17 minutes of the show is missing on Rumble because the connection was down. So it was.
The internet was kind of wonky yesterday, I got to tell you.
Well,
especially where I live.
Yeah, but this was days ago. Days and days ago. So, yeah.
So let's hop in and talk about Cruz.
Okay. Let's actually bring something to bear, as it were.
And it is an anniversary of a violent terrorist attack on the Capitol, where we saw the men and women of law enforcement demonstrate incredible courage.
You never use words carelessly, and yet you called this a terror attack when by no definition was it a terror attack. That's a lie. You told that lie on purpose, and I'm wondering why you did.
Well, Tucker, thank you for having me on. When you aired your episode last night, I sent you a text shortly thereafter and said, listen, I'd like to go on because the way I phrased things yesterday, it was sloppy and it was frankly dumb. And
I don't buy that. Whoa. I don't buy that. Look, I've known you a long time, since before you went to the Senate. You were a Supreme Court contender. You take words as seriously as any man who's ever served in the Senate. And every word you repeated that phrase. I do not believe that you used that accidentally. I just don't.
Let me tell you what I meant to say. What I was referring to are the limited number of people who engaged in violent attacks against police officers. Now, I think you and I both agree that if you assault a police officer, you should go to jail. That's who I was talking about. And the reason the phrasing was sloppy is I have talked dozens, if not hundreds of times. I've drawn a distinction. I wasn't saying that the thousands of peaceful protesters supporting Donald Trump are somehow terrorists. A lot of people have misunderstood that comment.
Wait a second, but even your way, but hold on. What you just said doesn't make sense. So if somebody assaults a cop, he should be charged and go to jail. I couldn't agree more. We have said that for years. But that person's still not a terrorist. How many people have been charged with terrorism on January 6th? Like, why'd you use that word? You're playing into the other side's characterization that, as Joe Kent just explained, allows them to define an entire population as foreign combatants. And you know that. So why'd you do it?
So for a decade, I have referred to people who violently assault police officers as terrorists. I've done so over and over and over again. If you look at all the assaults we've seen across the country, I've called that terrorism over and over again. That being said, Tucker, I agree with you. It was a mistake to say that yesterday. And the reason is what you just said, which is we've now had a year of Democrats and the media twisting words and trying to say that all of us are terrorists.
You work in the I guess I just don't believe you. And I mean that with respect, because I have such respect for your acuity and your precision. And I've seen it on display. I've covered you as a reporter. I know how you speak. And you have sat there for a year and watched people use language to distort the events of that day. Intentionally. Insurrection. Coup.
And of course it
terrorism.
Wasn't an insurrection. Saying it's an insurrection is a political term. It's a lie. I've repeatedly denounced it. What you aired was a little 15-second snippet. Remember, while thousands of people were standing up to defend this country on January 6th, at that exact moment, I was standing on the Senate floor objecting to the election results, demanding that we impanel an election commission to consider evidence of voter fraud. And I brought together 11 senators to join me in supporting getting to the bottom of that. So, of course, it would be ridiculous for me to be saying that the people standing up and protesting to follow the law were somehow terrorists. I was talking about people who commit violence against cops.
Yeah, but you're not a terrorist. You know, you're not. You're a guy who assaults a cop. Okay, so there's a legal difference, as you well know, better than I do, since you were actually in the running for the Supreme Court. And there's a moral difference between a guy.
Tucker, the reason I use that word is for a decade I've used that word for people that violently assault cops. I use that word all in 2020 for the Antifa and BLM terrorists that assaulted cops and firebombed police cars. But I agree, it was a mistake to use the word yesterday because the Democrats and the corporate media have so politicized it. Look, I'm the one leading the fight in the Senate against this garbage. And it's what I have been doing, and it's what I'll continue doing.
Well, I appreciate your coming on tonight. Thank you very much, Senator.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
So,
Go ahead. Political sounds like political doublespeak to me.
All right, I got some opinions. First of all, and I'm hearing an echo in the background, but aside from that, Tucker Carlson's trigger word is the word terrorist.
Right.
And Ted Cruz has First Amendment right to free speech and to express himself in the manner in which he feels is correct. Tucker Carlson didn't like that. Didn't want him to be able to express himself. And Ted Cruz is a good guy. And things that he said that he was in the House Senate opposing, the fraudulent election that we all know. And we are under a terrorist attack. He was accurate in his statement. Make no mistake about it, in my perspective. We have terrorists that are provocateurs. They are bought and paid for.
Are you there? Hello? Hello, Dean. Wow. Let's see if I can bring him back. Dean, are you there? Hello? Okay. Well, we're it looks like we're still having audio difficulties today, and Dean will pop out and then he'll pop back in again. And come on, unless his internet connection went down altogether. Looks like we might not be able to do a show today either. Okay. By the way, I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to throw up a banner here. Yeah, but I have to find it first. Oh, way too much. Way too many banners. I can't find the right one. There we go. Found the right one. Okay. Dean has not come back yet. I'm going to give him a couple of more minutes, and if he doesn't come back, then we're going to wrap this up. It's there are a couple of other things that I can talk about. And meanwhile, let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and add that to the stream. If you look at symbolism and you take everything that you see with a grain of salt. I mean, you have to look at the symbolism that you're being shown. And the triangle, the all-seeing eye, the sunburst, the eye of Horus, the corona, the Omicron, the Delta. If you put those three together, that's what you get. You take the corona, it's a bright circle seen around the sun rays, a crown. Add to it the Delta, then add to that the Omicron. You get the symbol in the middle left. The layering of these three symbols becomes the Eye of Providence. In Britain in 1794, a revolutionary prison aimed for continual surveillance of each prisoner. A logo was designed with the Eye of Providence in the center, surrounded by the words mercy, justice, and vigilance. The Eye of Providence is also linked with the Illuminati, a secret group of elite people who seek to control global affairs. And you can see other variations of the combination. In the lower right-hand corner, the capstone surrounded by the corona. And there we go. Are you back now? Still don't hear you. Hello, Dean. Wait a second. Let me... Are you there? Nope, still got no audio from you. Try your plug. Unplug your headset, or plug in your headset, or whatever. Come on. Okay, are you there now? I still don't hear you. Still don't hear you. Okay. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. My apologies, everyone. We gave it a shot, and we've got, okay, now I've got 2 copies of you here. Is that one working? Hello? Mute and unmute. No, that one's not allowing me to mute it. I don't believe. I wonder if it's my system that's doing it. Okay. I'm going to try and pull myself back in. Can you hear me now? All right, let me check the live stream and see if my audio is working.
Mike is muted.
Hello, let me check the live stream is working. And now I do believe I hear you, Dean. I'm hearing wind noise. Hello, are you there? Now you're muted. Unmute yourself and try and say something. Speak to me. Well, I heard some background noise, but I don't hear I don't hear your voice. And the mic mute isn't working correctly either. So stay in, Dean. I'm going to drop out of the studio and then jump back in myself. And you're muted again. Let's mute that. Yeah, okay, that's working. Okay, can you hear me now, Dean? You're still muted. You have to hit your mute button because for one reason or another, it won't let me unmute you. Wonder if it'll let me mute myself. It will. Will it let me unmute you? There you go.
Hi.
I have no idea what's going on.
I have lots of ideas. I just don't know why our audio keeps dropping out.
Well, your audio is sounding kind of warbly. Is mine sounding
No, you sound
weird?
perfect. You sound like a Yeti Nano microphone, you know.
Okay. All right. So I'm thinking that we got something going on with the echo cancellation.
I think that part of the problem is my internet is intermittent. I can't help that. I live in BFN.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can hear me now.
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, okay. And I can hear you. Good.
All right. And there's no echo.
Right.
Let us continue.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to the Ted Cruz deal.
So I don't know why Tucker Carlson, sometimes he rides the fence I was a little disappointed with Cruz because I thought that he was a little bit concerned about his numbers. Tucker Carlson being the number one guy, probably that is watched by more Americans than anybody. So I didn't see any reason for him to kowtow to him or to withdraw any of his remarks. He didn't say anything that was wrong. He was true and accurate. Our country is under attack, and folks, you are hypnotized if you don't believe that. If you're watching TV and they're telling you there's a pandemic, there is no pandemic. There never has been. And they tell you that.
Okay, wait a minute. If we're going to talk about that, we got to drop the censored platforms off.
Well, we could have done that for a while.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm dropping one YouTube, and now I'm dropping the other YouTube.